On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Okay, let me ask you this then, okay? Let me follow up with this. So do you think that can you point to successful modern women? If everything is everything, because now we're in a society where everybody is a free for all. Everybody could do whatever it is that they want. And everybody suggests except whoever, however, because people are people, right? Who are we to judge? Who are me to judge? But then we turn and we look at our society and we see the downward spiral that we're in. So do you think there's no correlation between, I'm talking about Black community specific. So I know we could talk about men. I'm talking about women specifically right now, right? You think there's no correlation between our community and modern women?
I think there's a multifaceted, multi-pronged attack on the Black community. I won't say that that's a Black woman thing. I think that it's a thing that affects Black people in general.
Work stress, and they just literally can't get it up.
Drink too much.
Well, maybe he's just not turned on.
No, they're literally they're drowning.
That sounds more like it, bro. It's always
or they
got
something
wrong.
What? I mean, if a man's not attracted to a woman, that's one thing. But I'm talking about a couple that's in a relationship that's been having happy, healthy sex, and then some, men do. I mean, that is the number one reason that ED occurs, other than old age and that transition, is stress, financial stress specifically. When like men are thinking about like the load of the fact that I have to take care of this whole family, and I don't know, something could have happened. Now I have to come home and tell my wife that I don't have a job anymore, or I just lost this real estate deal that just I spent our whole retirement on it thinking it was gonna, like, there's so many things that can happen with like the pressure of being a man that can affect his sexual performance.
But the question is, would you judge him though? If he came in and said, nah, I ain't really feeling
No, especially like if he's going through something, I'm gonna try to be there as much as I can. Let's find a remedy. Let's get some toys. Like, let's find something to fix it. Let's mainly figure out a way to alleviate your stress so that this can get better. And if we have to seek professional clinical help, then we'll do that as well.
If you guys are just tuning in, welcome to Lapeef Let's Talk. Make sure you guys get them likes up. Also subscribe to the channel. Memberships are open. Hit the join button. Let's go. I don't know, was it last week, Rilla? You was on the Kayla show? Or the week before last?
Monday.
Shout out to Kay and Kayla. They show us 7:30 Central Time on Mondays. They had a great show this past Monday, and Rilla was on there. And it was he was on there. He called up on there.
It was like a 6-hour show. Like, that's how
he was there.
Oh no, I was there the whole time. Like,
crazy.
Me and Rilla got in a fight and everything.
Yeah, they got into a huge blowout.
So
a little.
So I'm gonna add a little context real quick. So Rilla said the curse, mystery, and myth of the modern woman. The curse, mystery, and myth of the modern woman. I'm gonna go ahead and empower Rilla on this one. Go ahead, Rilla.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I had 2 experiences this week, right? First experience was on Monday, and this is what made me think about it. I looked at some of the commentary from the audience, and there just seemed to be this reoccurring thing. And it's always interesting when we get in these spaces. I often talk about, my journey through this space since February. And it's almost like in some instances, the scales are falling off my eyes and I'm starting to see kind of like what everybody is referencing. And, Monday, it was interesting. I juxtaposed that against what I saw yesterday, right? And so on Monday, and we've seen it tonight. You look at this panel tonight, and it's a lot of aggressive tones and a lot of over talking. But then when I looked last night, I looked at a sister on the panel last night, and she was able to be assertive when she needed to be. She was able to articulate her points, but she was also able to stay composed, feminine, soft in her space, and she was cool. And that made me start thinking about, some of these narratives, and I think we should really get into it. These narratives with the modern woman, and the first thing that came to mind was the curse, the myth, and the mystery of the modern woman. And I think the curse of the modern woman, one of the curses of the modern woman is that we have a lot of single mothers, right? Because women are sexually liberated. There's no consequences for women's sexual behavior, right? So you got a lot of single motherism and a lot of son husbands. As a result, we got a fractured community in the Black community, right? Then when you think about the myth of the modern woman, and you talk about feminism, right? You talk about feminism. I know everybody likes to go through all these different ways. All I can tell you is where we at now. And the myth of it all is that feminism has told women today, you can have it all and you don't need a man. You can have it all and you don't need a man. The mystery is people wonder why women wonder, or modern women wonder why they aren't married. And what happens is men see displays of modern women in this space. And there's some modern women that are doing their thing. They cool, whatever, whoopty whoop, blase. But most modern women think that they can compete with men on every level. They think they can match energies with men on every level. They think their mouth is just, like, I can say what I want, do what I want. I'm sharp with my tongue, and you're going to take it. And it's almost like that. What's that? Jennifer Holiday, and you going to love me. Like, we got to accept it anyway. That's not it. So let's get into it. The curse, the myth, and the mystery of the modern woman. Come on, Kay.
No, because Chicago, and you gonna love me. That was just funny.
Anyway,
I like that song.
Funny.
Regardless of whether, no. I'm asking you to speak on it. Like,
I was just saying. I thought that was funny.
Let me ask you this: do you think there's a curse, a myth, and a mystery around modern women?
No. I think people should date who they like or marry who they like. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, you're not gonna like some people. This is not a new thing. In the 1600s, I'm sure there were people who didn't like somebody or whatever. Like, it's not it's a myth, no, like, there's always people who don't like somebody. I don't think I understand.
Okay, let me ask you this then, okay? Let me follow up with this. So do you think that can you point to successful modern women? If everything is everything, because now we're in a society where everybody is a free for all. Mm-hmm. Everybody could do whatever it is that they want. And everybody should just accept however, because people are people, right? Who are we to judge? Who are me to judge? Mm-hmm. But then we turn and we look at our society and we see the downward spiral that we're in. So do you think there's no correlation between, I'm talking about Black community specific. So I know we could talk about men. I'm talking about women specifically right now, right? Mm-hmm. You think there's no correlation between our community and modern women?
I think there's a multifaceted, multi-pronged attack on the Black community. I won't say that that's a Black woman thing. I think that it's a thing that affects Black people in general.